Hello everyone, Broken Mike here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to this week's episode of BUW. This is episode 172, part 4. Now of course if you guys have missed any of the action from the previous 3 parts, then do make sure to head on over and give them a watch. Now as you can see, we are going to be kicking off our final part of the show with a triple threat match from the women's division. And we have got Girl Gamer Rezi representing Gaming Control, Monique representing Demons by Design, and Abigail Diamond representing Merciful Fate. Who's going to get the win here? Let's find out. Now if you do enjoy what you see here today, then make sure to leave that like for Mike, hit any comments below, and do make sure to subscribe to the channel.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from the pits of hell, Maniac Demon.
Making her way down to the ring first, representing Demons by Design, Monique. Monique crawling through the smoke, through the shadows. Looking to score another massive win here ahead of the women's Chamber of Mayhem match. And if Monique does win, she will end up being the next contender for Country Girls Intercontinental Championship at Wrestleverse. And of course, Wrestleverse again will be a 2-night event. And could you imagine this lady right here earning that next Intercontinental title match? All the combatants in this matchup will be a part of the Women's Chamber of Mayhem. Earlier on tonight we saw another triple threat match involving the other 3 superstars that will take their place inside the chamber. We're talking about Chloe, we're talking about Jane Barrett and Siren Nix. Chloe won the earlier triple threat match. Can Monique win this one? I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't want to be locked inside the chamber with that woman. But here's a woman that'll be looking.
First, from Belgium, Stephanie.
Before I so rudely interrupted, here comes a woman that might look to put an end to the demon. Making her way down to the ring, representing Gaming Control, Girl Gamer Rezzy. Rezzy, of course, has been a part of a Chamber of Mayhem match in the past. She defended the YouTube Championship inside the chamber, lost the title that night, but has the experience to potentially go on and win it all, go on to Wrestleverse to face Country Girl. And finally, about to make her way down to the ring, representing a Merciful Fate, Abigail Diamond. Part of the famous Diamond Sisters Merciful Fate, Abigail Diamond has not stepped foot inside the Chamber of Mayhem before. Her sister Melissa Diamond was in it last year, and that's where her legendary reign as the YouTube champion ended. Abigail Diamond would like to book her ticket from that chamber match and go on and be the one to face Country Girl. Abigail Diamond is actually a former Intercontinental Champion, so she could have that kind of experience to take into the chamber with what's on the line. And this is gonna be a very unique triple threat match. Maybe Abigail Diamond, probably not a superstar that you'd want to face off inside that chamber. Just look how she is. She's not had the best of luck in terms of wins and losses in the past 12 months. But this could be a step in the right direction if she's victorious tonight. And here we go, this match is underway. The first woman to score a pin or submission will be the winner. And we'll go into the chamber next week with some bragging rights. Chloe, of course, has bragging rights going into the chamber, so she'll be full of confidence next week. Monique looking good in the opening stages. Abigail Diamond with Monique. That is an interesting matchup. I actually don't think these two have gone one-on-one before. Well, they could go one-on-one if it does come down to those two in the chamber. And look at the power of Rezzy. Knows a thing or two about winning championships and fighting on the biggest stage of them all. And look at Rezzy slamming Abigail into the mat. There goes Rezzy. We're down to the one-on-one situation. Abigail and Monique. Monique to the top rope. Taking a bit of time, but delivers the double axe handle. Rezzy able to fight free. And a release suplex. Rezzy out of the equation again. And Abigail taking control of the matchup. Swinging net breaker. There's rapid fire punches. And Rezzy about to showboat for the fans, but quickly gets cut off by Abigail. Couple of shots to the kidneys of Abigail takes her out of the equation. Shining Wizard. Stomp on the elbow. Counter from Rezzy. DDT, and this is actually a rematch of sorts from last week, where Rezzy picked up a victory over Monique. But of course, adding Abigail Diamond to the mix. Who's going to make that things a lot more tougher. And look at Abigail. Body blows to Rezzy and choking her out. Of course, no disqualifications, so anything goes. Back suplex and the kip up. A nice leg drop. A combination of moves from Abigail Diamond. Release suplex to Rezzy. Abigail looking to get the victory. Just gets a 2 count and she cannot believe it. The chop. Nice hip toss. Irish whip into the corner. Handstand elbow. Rezzy looking to finish the match. And there's a save there from Monique. Oh. Dragon suplex. Rezzy looking strong in this go-home episode of BUW. Rezzy was perhaps looking for the finish. The slam. Monique looking for the victory. And Rezzy gets taken out for now. And another slam from Monique. Over the top. Onto the ring apron. Takes the chance. Hits the coup de grace. Will this be enough? No! Monique gets a near fall. But yeah, she's too busy showboating in front of the crowd when she needs to focus her energy in winning this matchup. The swinging net breaker. Monique gets thrown across the ring. Taken out of the equation. Spine buster from Abigail Diamond. And what a Hurricane Rana. Those rapid fire punches. I'll tell you one thing, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to earn themselves a spot at WrestleVerse and fight for a championship. The Chamber of Mayhem can't come soon enough. We only have just a week until the event. And of course that will be our last big event before Wrestleverse. The 5th annual Wrestleverse. Monique back in, chops. Blocks Rezzy. Look at Monique go. Fans are fully behind it. Northern Lights suplex. Monique looking very impressive again here. Monique, of course, who was the runner-up in this year's Women's Ruthless Rumble. Feels like she does have a point to prove. Into the cover. And Rezzy kicks out at 1. Monique's got to be careful. DDT gets spiked. Head first off the turnbuckle. Lights Rezzy up. Choking out Rezzy. Suplex. Rezzy looked like she was holding her knee. Not good. The shot from Abigail. Monique getting caught. It's thrown across the ring. Lock up. There goes Abigail. Setting Rezzy up on the top rope. What is Monique thinking? Rezzy wasn't going to let us find out. Oh, what a DDT. And that could be it. No. And while Abigail was too busy showboating, she nearly ended up not winning this match. Oh, a collision there between Rezzy and Monique. There's Abigail's possession. And there's a breakup from Monique. Float over. Abigail fighting out. Monique able to block again. Oh, what a brainbuster. That could be it. And Rezzy with the save. DDT to Rezzy. The slam. The chops. Look at that. Abigail lighting up Monique. Abigail's on fire here. There goes Rezzy. Suplex. Rapid fire punches. Back suplex, the kip up, and you know what's coming here, the leg drop. What a shot there from Abigail. Gets countered. Rezzy looking for back-to-back victories. Whipping Abigail into the corner. On the right hand, what is Rezzy? Wait a minute. What is Rezzy thinking? There is no way! Oh! Pedigree from the middle rope. Are you kidding me? Monique saves the match. Brainbuster. Monique could have the match. Takes too long. Took too long to make her move. And jackknife. Power bomb. Rezzy sent over the top. Into the cover. And Abigail picks up the pieces. And that's how you get the biggest wins possible if necessary. Just pick up the pieces that someone's left behind. Incredible triple threat. And there's that power bomb.
Here is your winner, A.B. Diamond.
A win's a win, but here is your winner of the match, representing Merciful Fate, Abigail Diamond. And that, well, could that potentially be our winner of the Women's Chamber match next week? And maybe go on to Wrestleverse and challenge for the Intercontinental title? We'll have to wait and see what happens next. But anyway, we're on to our next contest here. And of course, as the saying goes, well, looks like there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. And this one will be a tag team match from the men's division. It will be the 2024, I do beg your pardon, men's Ruthless Rumble match winner, Mr. Nuts. He'll be teaming with the man he eliminated to win the said Rumble, of course. And they'll be taking on the team of Eddie Walker and the current BUW World Champion, the Dark Dominator Jack Styles, representing the Night Terrors.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 274 pounds, Johnny the Machine.
Making his way down to the ring first, Johnny the Machine Cage. And Johnny the Machine Cage looking to put his differences to one side and help his brother out. Help out Mr. Nuts in this tag match. A former member of the Night Terrors. Of course, we said before, Johnny was runner-up this year, once again for the second year in a row in the Men's Ruthless Rumble, losing out to his brother, Mr. Nuts. Like I said before, they might not always get along, but they have both agreed to put their differences to one side for this matchup. And Johnny the Machine, well, he has said he did want a piece of Jack Styles. And just imagine if Johnny does actually defeat Jack Styles here tonight. That could be some interesting developments.
And his partner from Leeds, England, weighing in at 268 pounds, the Animal.
And his tag team partner in the ring, the 2024 Men's Ruthless Rumble match winner, Mr. Nuts. Mr. Nuts, fresh, not just a Ruthless Rumble match victory, but also defeating a former world champion in last week's episode, defeating Papa V in a one-on-one match. So good preparation for Mr. Nuts ahead of his world title match. Fire.
At a combined weight of 558 pounds, the Terrors.
And their opponents making their way down to the ring. Representing the Night Terrors, the Phantom, Eddie Walker, and the BUW World Champion, the Dark Dominator, Jack Styles. Jack Styles about to come face to face with a former member of his faction, and also coming face to face with his Wrestleverse opponent. Last time Jack Styles was in tag team action, he actually did get pinned. Got pinned by Davey Roche of the Nexus Nation. And this is actually Eddie Walker's 4th official match in BUW. Last time we saw Eddie Walker, he competed in the Men's Ruthless Rumble match. And no pyro for the Night Terrors. That is highly disrespectful, if you ask me. But I'm sure the Night Terrors will do their talking in the ring. And it looks like it's going to be Johnny the Machine Cage and Eddie Walker starting things off. I think Jack Styles just giving Eddie some instructions. So this match, this main event is underway. And the power of Eddie Walker and a choke slam. And Jack Styles tagging in. Jack Styles taking a piece of Johnny the Machine already. This main event is already getting out of hand. No pun intended. And he's looking to put Johnny Cage out. Shoots the half into the pin. Oh, a 2 count. Johnny kicking out. And these two know each other very well. Johnny was crawling to his corner to make the tag to his brother, but to no avail. Eddie Walker in. And Eddie Walker, in his short time in BUW, in the matches he has been involved in, he's looked very impressive. Oh, Johnny, looking to put Eddie Walker away. Jackknife, powerbomb. And what a net breaker that was. The wheelbarrow position into a net breaker. That was an amazing move there from Johnny the Machine Cage. And off the ropes, ducks down. And turns Eddie inside out. And there's a tag to Mr. Nuts, who will be wrestling for the BUW World title at WrestleVerse in just a few weeks' time. And Mr. Nuts, springboard. No one home for the moonsault. Mr. Nuts in the hands of Eddie Walker. Driving the boots into the throat of Mr. Nuts. Flinging Raven off the ropes. Oh! Make a wish. That looked like it hurt. And in comes Styles. Maybe about to lay waste to another victim perhaps, but not this time. Mr. Nuts knew what was about to happen. And Johnny in, looking to get one over on Jack Styles. And look at those punches from Johnny. And there's a tag to Mr. Nuts. Great teamwork from the brothers. Did wonder how they would be able to coexist. And no, Jack, no! Oh, come on! Spare him the agony! No! Not again! It's like Jack Styles wants Mr. Nuts in pieces before their WrestleVerse clash. Knee lift to the face. The Night Terrors turning things in their favour again. It's been a mixed night for the Night Terrors tonight. King Dominator victorious over Felix. Minion failing to win his triple threat match earlier on. But the only good side for them was that he was not pinned in that match. And a back suplex. Head first. No one there for the elbow drop. And what a huge opportunity for Eddie Walker if he can help guide Jack Styles and himself to a victory over this year's Men's Ruthless Rumble winner. Johnny in off the tag. Walks straight into a spine buster. And Johnny in no man's land. He doesn't want to be in that corner. And he's looking to put Eddie Walker away. Can he do it? No! Eddie Walker with a hip toss. Head first off the turnbuckle. And again. And look at those lefts and rights. Goodness me. I don't know if Johnny knows what's happening. There's a cover. Oh, and Jack oh dear. Malfunction at the junction perhaps. Jack Styles inadvertently breaking up the pin. And there's a tag. Here comes Mr. Nuts. And he's going right after Eddie Walker. A shot to the back of the head. And there's a tag. In comes Styles. Wrestleverse come early. Snapmare follows up with a baseball drop kick. And the shoulder breaker. And Mr. Nuts looking to target the arm of... No, wait a minute. He's going for a submission. Into a grounded crossface. Jack tap here. No. And Jack carrying Mr. Nuts around. Gets thrown across. Heads to the top. Mr. Nuts. And there's a tag to Johnny. Oh, wait a second. What an Alabama slam. Jack Styles bouncing off the mat there. Johnny looking to get one over on Jack Styles. Just the 1 count. Oh, and there's a discus clothesline. So look like a version of Jack Styles' Brody Lee clothesline. I'm surprised Johnny didn't go for the cover after that. Because it could have been over. Rapid fire rise, but a couple of jabs from Styles. The lock up. Off the turnbuckle and... Oh, goodness me, he's giving me the creeps. The splash in the corner. Johnny hung up on the top rope. And the boot of terror. Tagging in Eddie Walker. Eddie maybe looking to pick up the pieces. What? Wait, was that? No! It was not free, folks. It was not free, and Night Terror staying on the attack. Keeping their momentum up. Boot of terror. No one home. There it is this time. Johnny's busted open. Leg drop. Eddie with those rapid fire punches. The Phantom looking to put away Johnny the Machine. And look at the state of him. Throwing him across the ring. Flatliner. Rapid fire punches. Look at that wounded finger. It's got a bit bigger there. And Johnny. Arms hooked. To underhooks. Some double arm suplex. Mr. Nuts tagged in. Oh, and are we going to see a bit of old school from the Phantom? We are. There's a cover. Oh, was that? No! Eddie Walker thought he had it. But he could about to be put Mr. Nuts away. There it is, the RKO. Arms, legs hooked. And Johnny saves the match at the last moment. Man, I'm getting excited. It's almost Wrestleverse. And there's an alley-oop. Takes out Mr. Nuts' younger brother. The springboard Phoenix splash. Jack Styles in off the tag. And this could be enough. No! Mr. Nuts kicks out. And you could say Mr. Nuts is ready for the biggest match of his career. But will he make it in one piece? Mr. Nuts with the Superman punch. No! I do not believe what I'm seeing. What a match. A boot to the face. Jack tagged in. Can they put the match to bed here? Jack being carried around the ring. How often do you see that? Jack being lined up. Will we see it? Spear! Mr. Nuts hits the spear. Can he pin him? Hooks the leg. Eddie Walker with the save. There he goes. Springboard moonsault. Hooks the leg. And Jack kicks out at 2. You can see both men are getting prepared for this huge world title match at WrestleVerse. There's a tag to Johnny. You know Johnny wants to finish off Styles any way he can. And again with that net breaker. Tag to Mr. Nuts. Say what you want about these brothers who might not get along all the time, but they've worked really well as a unit. The headbutt. Jack with those jabs. Spine buster. Eddie Walker in off the tag. Elbow drop, no one home. Oh, knee to the face. And there's a tag, in comes Johnny back in. Will we see it? Machine driver. That could do it. And Styles makes the save. And there goes Styles off to the outside. Springboard moonsault. And Eddie kicks out at 2. It's breaking down. The Phantom is in a lot of trouble. He's really struggling to get anything back. Mr. Nuts, I can see he just dealing with Styles. German suplex. Looks like we're going to see another machine driver. We are. That will do it. And Johnny the Machine Cage and Mr. Nuts victorious here tonight. What a wrestling match. What a tag match. Eddie Walker's first pinfall loss in BUW.
Here are your winners.
Give credit where it's due. Here are your winners of the match. The 2024 Men's Ruthless Rumble match winner, Mr. Nuts, and Johnny the Machine Cage. What a match that was, folks, and if Johnny could do that again at the Chamber of Mayhem, where I can tell you, Johnny and Eddie Walker will be going one-on-one at the Chamber of Mayhem next week. But of course, guys, that is all the time we have for you on this week's episode of BUW, this very special edition of BUW, the Go Home Show before the Chamber of Mayhem. Now, if you guys have enjoyed what you've seen here this week, then make sure to hit that like for Mike on all 4 parts. leave some comments below, and do make sure to subscribe to the channel. But like I said, guys, that is going to do it for this week on BUW. Don't forget to tune in next week for the Chamber of Mayhem event, which you'll be able to see live here on the channel. So until then, do take care, have a great weekend, whatever you're up to, and I will see you guys next week for the Chamber of Mayhem. Good night, everybody.